Misfits Boxing Ring of Thrones, brought to you by DAZN, and also brought to you by KSI as the Dragon. Adding KSI makes it easy to remember, having Easter eggs and hidden secrets. I'll probably bring a sword to the fight. I bet he's gonna stab the guy. Gonna hit him so hard it's like a knife going to his stomach. For our main event of Misfits 22, Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold, both former UFC champions. Luke been working on his boxing this whole year for this fight. Darren Till already been practicing a lot this year with multiple boxing matches already experienced. Luke says his boxing game has improved to be his strongest, but I think it's more likely Darren Till is either going to win by KO in the later rounds, a counter like he did with AT, or is going to go to decision, and Luke is going to be able to take out Darren Till's defense an entire amount in those 7-8 rounds. But I think even if it does go to points, Darren Till has it by decision or KO in the later rounds. Simple as that. Now, moving on to Tony Ferguson versus Salt Poppy, rising star of Misfits with multiple KOs on his belt, ready to fight anybody. Anthony Pettis or Mike Perry or Nate Diaz at his weight. Instead, we got Tony Ferguson. That's who Salt Poppy picked. Now, out of all those names, at 165, Tony Ferguson is probably one of the more easier. Diaz has more boxing experience at that weight, and Mike Perry does bare knuckle fighting around that weight as well. As Salt Poppy going against the champion at their weight, so in the clinch and at distance, Tony Ferguson is going to be able to control Salt Poppy. What Salt is looking for is either that KO punch or being able to land more punches than Tony. Now you can win by decision or KO, however you want. In the 6th round fight, if it goes to decision, I actually think Tony's going to win by decision. If it goes to 6 rounds, I think Salt can stop him before then. I think we all know Salt has KO power. It's only a matter of time before he sees a counter right hand in the 5th or 4th round. Let's say Salt Poppy wins 4th round, late 4th round KO. I think that's a good number. Amir Anderson joining Misfits 22, going after Victor, an 8-1 professional boxer. Amir Anderson has a huge amateur experience. Now we don't know Victor's amateur experience, but we do know that he's a more experienced professional boxer and has won by TKO stoppages. So Victor is going to be a hard fight for Amir. Amir's going to have to show us the skills, what he's developed over the years in that he is a pro boxer. Amir could lose. Amir could very much lose his match. This is not a favorable fight for him. But all the experience he has, we kind of have to vote for him. It's more likely he's going to win. Whether it's a hard fight or not, I think Amir wins by decision. The only female fight in Ring of Thrones right now, Carla Jade versus Darlene Harris. Harris being a kickboxer who's beaten up influencers before in CFL, Raider Fight League. Carla Jade was originally going to rematch a former opponent, but that former opponent ducked Carla Jade, and now Carla's stuck. Darlene Harris, a monster of a fighter who won her last fight by round 2 stoppage. She is somebody who's going to keep on punching, looking for a counter to the body, to the head. Carla Jade is actually on the defense here. She may be experienced with a great jab, but Darlene Harris is going to have a good jab, a good right hand, and a good poke to the body. And with how Carla's jab was last time, a jab can bring you around the world. So, with how good Carla's jab is, she should win. But is not going to be an easy fight for Carla. Not for Miss Jade here, not at all. It's going to be a long night of jabbing her opponent to the face. Chase Demore versus Nathan Marcon. This is one of the biggest fights on Misfits 22, as the heavyweight champion is facing an 0-3 undefeated amateur boxer. Nathan Marcon, being an undefeated heavyweight and experienced with MMA and a whole bunch of other sports, this man is coming for blood. On top of that, he's been talking to Chase over on social every single day. This fight's promotion is going to be huge. Chase has the boxing experience to win by decision, or again KO with that right hand. A nice stoppage in the 3rd round. Friari versus Rahim, a very huge influencer going up against Ferrari once again, taking the same test as Salt Poppy did last year. Raheem is taking a big fight and a hard fight, as this is his only second fight. Ferrari is actually much more likely to win here. Ferrari, able to at least deal with some of Salt Poppy's punches, is going to run over Raheem. Will Raheem have the output to keep Ferrari back? I honestly don't think he does. This is going to be an upset for people. I want Raheem to win, with Ferrari being the most likely to win, with having the more experience, able to do more damage, the better output, better offensive capability. Probably going to win by decision, if not KOing KOing Raheem. Hopefully Raheem can win. I think he's a massive underdog in this fight, and if he does win, crowd's going to go huge. It's going to be great. Joey Essex versus Numero. Joey Essex being a huge influencer wanting to come into boxing for a while. Same with Numero. Numero being another influencer looking for a big challenge. These two are about equal. It's very hard to predict who is going to win. After the footage that we've seen, if I were to take a guess out of the limited information that I have, I'm going to pick Numero. It's just a feeling, right? But I doubt either of these two are going to KO each other. And Numero looked like he had a bit more power. So Numero's going to get a knockdown and he's going to win by points after 4 rounds or however long they're fighting. Going on the Ty Mitchell versus Sean Hemphill. These two do not like each other. They're about the same skill. Who has the better jab? Who has the better right hand? I think Ty Mitchell has a bit more passion towards boxing. He's willing to sacrifice more to win, and Sean's going to want to. I think Ty Mitchell wants it more. I'm going to predict the Ty Mitchell win. So because of Ty's super fast jab, I think he's going to land more jabs. I think he's going to etch out that points victory, where this fight looks like it's going. Finally now, Dillon Danis versus Warren Spencer. People think that Dillon Danis is just going to beat Warren in the first round. Dillon Danis' amazing background martial arts with black belt in jiu-jitsu. Dillon Danis is going to have control whole time, and hell, it might even be a boring watch. But after Warren Spencer has trained with Andrew Tate, we have then been told that Warren Spencer has grappling experience before. He's not going in blind. Sure, he has boxing as well, but he's also wrestled. So Warren versus Dillon Danis is actually a bigger toss-up than we think. I actually am going to go Warren Spencer here because he's a more active, trained boxer. And because of that, I think I'm going to be able to equal out Dillon Danis' ground game. I think because of Warren's better striking, because of his current training, I think he's going to KO Dillon Danis with a hammer fist or something out of nowhere. MMA is a very scary game, and we're going to see just how scary it can become.